Hello and welcome back to another week, another session, another sit down, another stroll down Conversation Street. Brother Jay, what's going on, buddy?
What up? What up?
Nah, shit, bud. How's your week been?
I don't know.
I
Ask
ain't
me
on the
later.
line, bro. Tell us, dog.
I'll say I don't know.
Tell us.
Ask me later. I don't
Ask you
remember.
later. Now we gotta ask you now. Later on the line, we're here for you. We're your therapy. We your daily dose of fucking let it all out, brother.
I don't know. I don't know. This was all right.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I mean, if you don't want to divulge any more information, that's fine.
I don't. Yeah, I don't really. I don't got shit.
I got a bone to pick with you though.
What up?
Oh, I'm like in episode 3 of this live action shit. And
I
bro, this shit's a struggle.
didn't say it
I'm
wasn't a
not a fan.
struggle. I didn't say it wasn't a struggle.
You said it was good. You were like, you know what? It was good.
I said it's
And I'm
not
gonna
bad.
watch.
I
I'm
said
gonna
it's not
watch it the
bad.
whole way through. But like, I'm in 3, and I'm like, this Usopp story is really fucking testing me.
It's hard. I get it. And I'm trying to look at it from the it's not bad from the perspective of not knowing what One Piece is. Like if you're just so that's how I say when it's not bad. I'm looking at it as somebody who has no idea what One Piece is, has no idea who like any of that, and you're just like, oh, let me just look at this new Netflix show. Not bad.
I
Not bad.
mean,
And like
I
it
guess
does follow this sure the character and I can see why they didn't make Usopp look like Usopp, because if you remember a couple years ago there was a show, and it was like a witch show or something like that, and one of the witches had like a deformed hand or something like that, and in the show they called her something, and like the deformed community got like in an uproar and were like, "Rah, you can't say that and that's offensive," and blah blah blah. So I feel like if they would have made him with a long nose, and then people keep making reference to him having a long nose, you're now making fun of him for looking different and weird, and that's not okay in 2023. So let's just
you're not
cut
going to
that
tell me
out.
that's not okay in 2023, and you're going to show me a fucking Kirk Cousins KFC commercial saying that he makes wide receivers run harder for the ball, and all of his wide receivers are black. No,
That's not true. See, that's why I was like, that's not. I didn't find offense because he had Adam Thielen, who is white and who is going to be a
bad,
Hall of Famer. Well,
bad.
but that's not his choice.
But if you look at the team right now, if you objectively don't really watch football and you see the fucking commercial, and then
Well, then
you're like,
but
look at
if
the
you
wide
objectively
receivers.
don't watch football, then you have no idea if his receivers are black or white.
Oh boy, everybody be sharing that. I made sure that I was putting it out there that Kirk Cousins is wild out in these streets. Also, the other commercial with this motherfucker, with the Key and Peele uh, commercial where they're sitting around the table and these dudes got no shirt on and he's just got a bunch of chains on.
Yeah, it's Kirko Chains.
Yeah, bro, what? Get out of here. I
You
don't
don't
know.
know. See, you
I
don't
don't
want
know
to.
Kirko Chains.
Yeah, you weren't watching football last year. You're one of those people. Like so, like last year, Kirk Cousins was balling the fuck out. So like after every game that he balled out, his teammates would put all of their chains around him, and then like he would go to the press conferences with all the fucking chains on. Like Justin Jefferson would give him fly shades to wear or whatever. So then at one time they're on the plane and he's got all the chains on. He's got his shirt off. They just had like a big win or whatever, and like it's fucking lit. That's Kirko Chains.
I still don't disassociate Kirk Cousins with good.
Yeah, I mean
He's okay. He's a subpar. He's an on par quarterback.
he's a bum. Like to me, like there's great, and then there's bums, and most quarterbacks
Which
are
yeah,
bums.
he's a bum. He's 100% a bum.
You
I've
know,
been saying
like
he's a bum for years. Everyone's been like, nah, Kirk Cousins is all right. I'm like, yeah, maybe if it's like a 1 o'clock in the afternoon game,
like
then he's probably all right.
he's good until he's average. He's an average quarterback.
No, he's good until it's like a primetime game. Or if
Yeah,
it's like a must win game for Minnesota,
yeah, that's
which
average.
I'm not mad at. I'm totally not mad at.
When you think
So,
about teams that win Super Bowls, hell, in the past 10 years, you need a star quarter. You need somebody that's
yeah, you need a playmaker.
like
You need a guy who
unless
can make a difference.
unless you have, well, I guess not 10 years because Foles won one as a backup and he's not a guy, but like it's the Eagles with Foles and then you got the Ravens with Trent Dilfer.
Yeah, I mean, well, anything can happen in football. So when you have people that just can't hold on to the ball and things that
and I guess,
fucking
hell no, Eli was a guy. Eli was definitely a guy.
yeah, he put the end of the fucking perfect season for the Patriots. So,
but like he had a good stat. Like he had good stats. Like if
he did have good stats, but then he just turned into a complete and utter bum afterwards.
100%. 100%.
So I assume that did you watch the football game yesterday?
Of course.
Of
course. Your boy Jalen, man, he turned into a pumpkin.
Yeah, they're looking real suspect out there. I didn't expect us to go right into football, but like might as well. That game, the last two games, man, it's been rough. It has definitely been fucking rough out here. Because I'm fucking watching this game and I'm like, bro, there's no way you should be looking like a complete and utter fucking doofus out there.
Bro, that interception.
You're looking like you're out there trying to find Waldo.
That interception was bad.
That interception
was threw it right
horrible.
to him.
Bro, it was straight into double coverage too. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I mean, granted, sometimes you gotta throw up a ball and like let your receiver make a catch, but like that was a beeline pass right to that guy.
The nigga never moved. He just stood there and was like,
stood there. Was like, okay,
got you.
Thanks. Yeah. I was like, bro, what? Did you not see? Like, are you colorblind right now? You didn't see the purple people eater just standing right in front of you? So, but
yeah.
And then like anytime he tried to make a run, he looked like he didn't know where to go.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe all those Hulu commercials made him all fucking wonky donkey.
It could be the fact that y'all got a new offensive coordinator. In his first 2 years, he had Shane Steichen. Now Shane Steichen's the head coach of another team. So, I mean, it could be just the learning pains of that. And hell, maybe Shane Steichen was the quarterback guru for him. And now that he's not there, maybe Jalen's going to be the bum that people thought he was going to be. So I don't know. You also got that. Also, that nigga just got a bag. So now I got the pressure of I gotta live up to this. Am I really that nigga? And then also, if I'm running, shit, I can't afford to really get hurt, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? So
I mean, you kind of can if you just got the bag. Like, yeah, you can because you're getting paid. I mean, granted, you're not guaranteed the whole bag,
right?
So you should try and not get hurt. But
plus, you also trying to look for the next bag. So I can't really afford to be getting hurt because that's going to affect my future contract.
Well, also, if that is the case, then I don't need you running out there to fucking like you did in the first game and getting the ball fucking punched out because you want to lower your fucking head and try and make a play. Like, if that's the case and you don't want to get hurt, then I just need you to run out and I need you to slide out to the side. And I need you to slide out before you get fucking beat up. So, like,
I think y'all be all right. DeAndre Swift looks like a guy.
I think depends. Like, as long as the O-line can stay fucking strong, and then just pound the rock. As long as your running back stay healthy, but like, there's definitely some choices that I'm seeing in these games, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, the fact that it took like a whole fucking whole half of the game before our third wide receiver came in was baffling to me.
I noticed
because Boston Scott ended up getting hurt.
Y'all had like week 1, y'all had Kenny Gainwell being your number 1 guy. Y'all deactivated DeAndre Swift for whatever dumbass reason. Y'all run game
no idea why
didn't look good, right? And Jalen didn't look good. Team just didn't look good. You know, and my first thing was like, damn, I can't believe they got rid of Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders didn't look bad in Carolina. He didn't look bad in Philly. I was like, y'all should have just gave him that little $12 million and just fucking kept him. So then, boom, here come Thursday. DeAndre Swift start the game, and DeAndre Swift looking like a little bit better Miles Sanders, and the offense running game wise look better. So I'm like, all right, if you can just let DeAndre play, like y'all gonna get back to how it was last year with DeAndre running. Now we can start running RPOs, and now it's gonna be a little crazy. All right, boom, you don't know if niggas gonna be running, passing, Jalen gonna run it, Swift gonna run it. Like, fuck Rashard Penny, that nigga's a bum. It got to be Boston Scott and DeAndre Swift for y'all niggas. Gotta be. That nigga Gainwell's a fucking bum too.
Yeah, I wasn't sure why they ended up starting fucking Gainwell and then
That
why they
nigga's
gave
a
him a whole
bum.
fucking game. Some people are saying that like the reason they did that was like they were gonna try and rotate the running backs like per game.
Yeah.
And I was like, that seems like a terrible idea because then you're gonna have the situation which you did with the first game is Gainwell gets hurt at the end of the fucking game. So
But it's
I don't
also
I
hard.
don't
Like, I feel like if you got 4 running backs and you're like, yo, we just gonna rotate, y'all got a problem. Because
yeah,
you
that's
don't have
definitely a
4
coaching
great
problem.
running backs. That means you have you feel like you have 4 average running backs, and not one of them niggas deserves to start for the whole season. Like, that's a problem. That's either bad coaching, like scouting wise, or that's a problem in personnel wise that y'all have just
Yeah,
bad.
I think obviously like fucking yesterday that DeAndre Swift totally proved that he should be the starting running
Yeah.
back.
I thought he
So
was gonna be when y'all when y'all traded for the
that's what
nigga.
I thought the first game too. I was like, why are we using Gainwell?
Yeah, when they was like,
And
yo,
they
he
were like, well,
deactivated
we're gonna
healthy.
keep
I'm
him in
like,
the
huh?
backfield, finesse kind of guy. And then once they brought up Rashad Penny, they kept bringing up the fact that he gets injured. I'm just like, so why? I mean, granted, we didn't use him at all in the first game. I'm like, so why do you have this guy activated, the guy that can't get healthy, versus having DeAndre Swift in there, anyways? Like, that doesn't even make any fucking sense. But I mean, yesterday was. I thought the game was a good game to watch, just because like, it was like the suburban dad game, like pound the rock, yeah, pound the rock, yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
and I
what some
mean,
people were saying it on the radio earlier today.
shit. Who did y'all play?
Minnesota,
That's right. That's right. I drew a whole blank, bro. I
long day.
fucking yeah. It was a little surprising that y'all couldn't exploit their passing game a little bit more. Like y'all had the bomb to Devontae. That was really it, or 2 bombs.
Yeah,
It
that
was
was
like 2
it.
bombs. Like,
Yeah, there was like one pass that was to AJ Brown that was a touchdown that got called back, which it sucks for him because that's like the second time in both games that he's had a good catch that gets
yeah,
called back, and
I felt bad
because of
for him.
fucking some dumb shit. So and then like I was really surprised they couldn't figure out like any other pass. Like the defense was just shutting down their passing, and I was like,
Yeah, I couldn't
how,
believe
bro?
that.
Like
I
Like
couldn't
Minnesota's
believe that.
defense is not that crazy. They got beat by Tampa Bay last week with fucking uh
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield as the QB. And we all know Baker's a fucking bum.
And that was
Well,
a
not
high
bum,
scoring
but
game.
like,
So that
yeah,
means Baker was throwing on them niggas with
yeah.
fucking
Which
old
is
ass Mike
wild.
Evans and Chris Godwin. No run game at all over in Tampa.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Like
know.
I was dumbfounded.
I don't know if it's Jalen. I'd like to hope it's Jalen because I'm a Cowboy fan, but it might be offensive coordinator's a fucking idiot, or it might be a little bit of both. But it's a little surprising that Jalen wasn't.
I think it's
These
definitely
niggas
a little
couldn't
bit
get
of
open.
both. Because there was a bunch of times Nick when he was back there, like trying to throw the ball and was just staring down his receiver that he was trying to throw it to. So like I'm like, oh, bro, you need to throw a little bit of fucking some look elsewhere if you're trying to be out here throwing bombs. So or you need to know who's open. Like you need to have field vision. So because there was
Or
definitely
like,
times in the first game where Goddard was open completely. Then he got like one touch of the football in
yeah.
the first game. And then this one, it seemed like, now Goddard's the go-to guy because
Sirianni say he do that shit not necessarily on purpose, but like so like one game like AJ Brown will go off, and then like the news will be, oh, why didn't Devontae Smith? And like the next week, like they'll be like, oh well, nah, like
yeah, now
now
we're gonna try and
Devontae
get
will
it to
go off.
Devonta.
Right. So then like, oh boom, like you have a lot of weapons. So like it's either everybody gonna get 4 catches for whatever yards, or one nigga's gonna have a fucking game, and this nigga and then that nigga, and then like you're gonna have to
See, I don't like
rotate.
that. I just want like whoever's got the easier fucking one-on-one. Obviously, if they're running man coverage, that's the one I want you to go to.
Sure, but the problem is you get like you saw on the sideline, AJ Brown was right in Hurt's face. Yo, pussy, give me the ball. Ah, woo, woo, woo. Sirianni, like, so that's the problem. Devontae was balling, had fucking 6 catches, 100-something yards. DeAndre Swift, 170-something yards on the ground. AJ Brown, like, bro, what the fuck? I got 4 catches. Like, so, like, that's the thing. Goddard got no catch. Like, it's either one nigga's got a ball or everybody's gonna have 4 catches, but you can't let niggas have 4 catches because a nigga that got 4 catches like AJ Brown, I need more. So I hear you, and the way it should be is yo passes to the open nigga, but Justin Jefferson
like that,
had,
which definitely seems wild. Well, I mean, but Jefferson's like the star fucking receiver that's on that team.
Sure, but I'm
and then they still
you
ended
the
up
ball,
throwing it to the guy who was still open to get to the ball in the end zone.
Like,
so,
sure, but how many catches did the other niggas have? They had pedestrian games: 4 catches, 3 catches, 2 catches.
Let's see. Let's look.
And like, I guarantee you, if you go back on film, like there was other niggas open instead of Justin Jefferson.
TJ Hawkinson had 7, which was the next most.
Okay, tight end. He was good. A lot of
Justin actually didn't even get any touchdowns out of it yesterday. So
no, he did.
Went to Jordan Addison, had the 1, and then TJ Hawkinson had the 2 other ones. And then KJ Osborne had the 3rd or the 4th out of the touchdowns.
Yeah, remember Justin fumbled that joint.
Yeah, he fumbled in the end zone. So I thought it was an entertaining game to pass the hours. So the score of that game should have been way crazier though. Like in the first quarter, that game should have been like 21-0.
Shit, that first quarter
or at least 28, bro. They fucking dropped they give the ball back. They had nothing. The Eagles had the ball the entire first quarter.
Well, y'all gave it to them also.
We gave them to them, yeah, once? Well, no, they just couldn't get their offense going. So then they kept giving the ball over. So, but there was 1 interception. There was no fumbles. But was there a fumble?
Definitely. One of you niggas fumbled.
I don't think there was a fumble. There might have been a fumble. I know, possibly. I don't fucking remember, to be completely honest. But no, there were 0 fumbles. Well, at least 0 fumbles lost. So there might have been a fumble, but we recovered it.
Yeah.
You got a little, something on there. Yeah,
apple pie crust.
Some apple crumbly, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, your fucking team to beat the fuck out of the Giants. I'm almost convinced completely that this year that like any sports bets I put in, it's just no. I immediately just get shit on completely because I bet on for that game last weekend. So because I lost, I went in, threw a couple parlays out. Needed all the afternoon. I betted all the afternoon games, the 4:00 games. The Bears fucked me because I had the Bears. Like I was like, maybe since the Bears lost like 3 games, maybe they got some people. I mean, the Green Bay lost fucking Aaron Rodgers, so maybe it'll be a close game. No, absolutely fucking not. Then I had.
Bears are a bad team.
I think I needed Jalen to score a touchdown. He didn't score a touchdown last week.
Nah, Jalen was a bum last week.
Yeah, they were complete utter dog shit last week. So then it was like, okay, well, we got a little $5 bonus bet thing here. Let me goose this on tonight's game, right? So put in a little fucking same game parlay, right? Cowboys to win, money line. Saquon Barkley to fucking score a touchdown.
Oh, you crazy.
Who else was on there?
You crazy.
Tony Pollard to score a touchdown anytime.
Okay.
And then I think it was for Tony Pollard to have over like 50 yards rushing.
Okay. That seems reasonable.
There was one other bet on there, but like might have been CeeDee Lamb. Might have been CeeDee Lamb to get some catches. or something like that. But like everything hit. Everything always hits except fucking Saquon Barkley not scoring a touchdown because New York couldn't score anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I was so distraught. Because like as I watched the game, I was like, okay, the first quarter, fucking the first possession, New York runs the ball pretty much down the field. They do nothing but run plays. I'm like, okay, this is good.
Yep,
this is great. And then they fuck it up, and then the game's over. Pretty much from there. Because then the Giants started throwing the football.
Yeah, because we was smacking.
Daniel Jones
I can't even say we were smacking Saquon, but problem was them niggas got behind, so you really couldn't run Saquon because you was running out of time.
Yeah. So that's pretty much when that got down because I knew as soon as Daniel Jones starts throwing that ball in the air, it's completely over. He's going to throw a pick. So, I mean, he could have caught one touchdown at least, but y'all said
niggas
absolutely
gotta get
fucking
open. We was
not.
slinging the dog shit out of Danny, yo.
Oh, I know.
We was in his ass, bro. We had like 9 sacks. It was crazy.
Yeah, that shit was insane. That shit was a blowout.
He was scared.
7 sacks.
I will say,
what's crazy is y'all even had less plays and shit. It was 55 plays to 65 plays.
I will say take the under this week in the Jets game.
Yeah, I've seen some little bits about that. I think that you guys might have been riding a little hot and heavy last week. So, which for me makes sense. A divisional game, come out, ball out on them.
I ain't say lose. I just said I'd take the under.
No, I didn't say lose either. I just said that like I don't think you're going to go out there and ball out on the Jets. Jets defense is actually
I would say Jets defense is a top 10 defense in the NFL. Maybe top 5.
So and then lead into Monday, which is Bills versus Jets. I'm like, okay, well I lost everywhere else this weekend. Let's see if we can make some money on Monday night's game. Aaron Rodgers to throw 2 touchdowns. First fucking 4 plays, that card is immediately dead in the water. Because Aaron Rodgers has to blow his fucking Achilles because he's an old man.
Nah, because it's turf.
I get it, but at the same time, I was like, bro, come on, man. Come on, God. Why? Why you do this to me? Why does anytime I put a card in, you gotta destroy me?
See, you might
everything else hits. Everything else hits.
You upset, right? But you know where really niggas was really hurt. So in Green Bay, there was the bar that said if the Jets and Aaron Rodgers are playing and the Packers are not playing, and the Jets lose, all drinks on us. But obviously, if the Jets win and Aaron Rodgers, they win, then you got to pay your tab. So Monday night, bar's packed. Aaron Rodgers goes down, bar erupt. Woo! Everybody starts running up tabs. Yo, drinks. Woo woo. Because you think,
oh man, it's over.
Lose. Boom, Jets win. Everybody was salty in that bar. So
damn,
you upset that you lost a couple dollars. Them niggas was hurting. And that's what they get. Anytime you cheer for a nigga to get hurt, you a pussy.
Yeah, that's exactly what my homie said too, because he's a Green Bay fan, and he was just like, "Man, I hope Rodgers goes down." I said, "Yo, you're a fucking scumbag."
Yeah, little pussy. Like I get,
that's your fucking boy.
Like I'll be like, "Yo, I hope Jalen Hurts gets hurt," but I don't want that nigga to have a fucking catastrophic injury. I just, that nigga hurt his finger. He got to sit out for the rest of the game, or 2 weeks. But I don't want that nigga to fucking tear his ACL or Achilles or fucking have a crazy head injury.
Have crazy fucking surgery. The thing that also blew my mind is that the fucking Bills still lost. Like, okay, I get it's first game or whatever, but like Aaron Rodgers did lose. Now you had Zach Wilson in there, and Josh Allen couldn't figure something out. Like you couldn't figure out anything. What's going on?
Josh Allen's a fucking bum.
3 fucking interceptions. Like,
bro,
what?
He is a fucking
wild fucking week.
He's
the
another
Niners
one
look good though. They looked fucking good.
Yo, I was a little skeptical about Purdy because I was like,
coming back from the Tommy John surgery.
Fuck all that. Just splash in the pan. You know what I mean? Now you got people just studying their whole offseason on figuring out like all right, what is his weaknesses and what is he good at? And week 1, Niners he looked good. Fucking Niners looked, oh shit. All right, Purdy, it's not a fluke. All right, fucking won every game that you started except for the Eagles game.
Yeah, I mean they did play the Steelers, but
Steelers got a good defense.
They're not a terrible defense. So, and then did you see the fucking Dolphins Chargers game?
Yeah, I was hyped because I got Tyreek on one of my fantasy teams, so I was lit. I was definitely intrigued on that job.
Oh, that shit was fucking. That was a battle game. That shit was dope.
Tyreek is a problem, but
Yeah,
the thing is, with the with the Dolphins, they got no defense.
Yeah, you can put
like it was a shootout. Y'all gotta stop, motherfuckers. I mean, granted, other teams gotta stop Tyreek because Tyreek's a fucking one-man army apparently. But
yeah, I mean, who do they play this week? They play the Patriots.
Yeah,
so that should be a dub. Because I mean, Mac Jones, Mac Jones isn't that great. He's better than Cam Newton or who the bull they had before this year. Not Mac Jones. Who would they have last year?
Mac Jones.
Was it Mac Jones still last year?
No. Yeah, he's been their quarterback for the past 3 years.
And
then that was Cam. Cam was there his rookie year, was there before. And then Mac took over.
Yeah, then. I mean, their defense is okay, but I think that the Tua is just going to throw all over the pace.
Nah.
Unless they should, I mean, yeah, it could be Bill. Bill's defense could shut down Tyreek. So that's possible. That's what this is what he do. So, but it was
shut down the Eagles essentially.
Yeah, he did.
2 wide receivers and it's tight.
But at the same time, you can't look at you can look at this game and then look at what they did last week. I'm not impressed with what Bill did then. Because even with fucking the Vikings out here, they still were looking like they had no idea what the fuck they were doing.
Did Bill give up a bomb?
No.
I don't remember the Patriots.
No, yeah, there was the one that was to go into AJ Brown that got called back because it was a hold.
Oh,
that was like a 40-yard bomb.
Yeah, but that don't count.
It don't count because they fucking got called back.
Yeah. So was there a bomb that counted?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Weeks in football seem fucking like millennia.
We're just fucking old.
Yeah, this is true. We need to read more books, Buck. We need to eat more Alpha Brain. We need to be able to remember these things. Or we need to just write shit down. That would probably help. That would probably help.
I'm just waiting for my heart to stop beating.
Yeah, it's a little deceiving because AJ Brown had 7 catches for 79 yards. So yeah, nobody had any bombs.
Yeah. So Bill's defense worked.
Yeah. So
niggas ain't have crazy games.
Oh, fucking recover a little bit.
Y'all lost a cornerback for the year.
Yeah.
Devontae Maddox.
With the shoulder injury. Or ribs. No, yeah, shoulder.
Yeah, shoulder.
Shoulder stuff.
Torn pec. I don't know, man.
Struggle buggle.
It'll be the Niners versus fucking Chiefs.
As long as they get that shit in the month. I'd like to see the Lions go up.
Sure. They've never been.
Yeah. Let's see the Lions fucking make a push. That'd be sick.
Watch the Lions get smacked by the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Sure.
Redemption for the first game of the year. So
yeah, facts. Yo, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. What a storyline. What a script that would be.
Beat the team in the beginning of the year and then fucking gets trashed in the Super Bowl. Like fucking decimated. As long as it's never like a fucking another Patriots versus Rams Super Bowl.
I don't
That
remember
shit
that one.
sucked.
Was that the
Yeah,
like 13-6 one or whatever?
yeah, that one was complete ass.
Yeah, defense wins championships, Buck.
Yeah, but I don't want to hear that. It just doesn't make for good TV. It just doesn't make for excitement. And you want excitement in the biggest fucking game of the year.
Depends what gets you excited. If defense gets you excited, that was a good Super Bowl.
No, there's no objectively there can't be anybody in the world that watched that fucking game and was like, "This right here, this is fucking, this is good football right here. This is good fucking football." I mean, I'm sure there's some white dad in the fucking suburbs like, "Son, watch this. You seeing this right now? That's good D, good D."
100%. Like that's where you really get into like O line play, D line play. Like you really like see some shit and you like, yo, that's where the battle's at. Like that's where the shit. That's where because that's really do be where the game won.
It is
Won at.
exactly where
It's
the
in the
game's won,
trenches.
but like it's just like, bro, okay, we get into the trench warfare right now, but like, come on. Let's see a fucking flamethrower go off or fucking somebody pop into the other trench with a trench gun. Come on, let's go.
That's honestly what you want. Like that is what makes a good game is you have two fucking great lines.
Yeah, but there needs to be some sort of play gets made. At least once.
Not
Like
necessarily.
someone gets a nice big bomb or something, or like
Yeah.
Because just seeing two teams just go 3 and out and kick it back to the other person is just fucking wild. But I mean, special teams can definitely be a loser part of it too.
You say also like do that, but this is the biggest game of the year. Like this is 100%. Like I'm going home after this, win or lose. So like yeah, you could be like, well, take a chance because you're going home, but like nigga, I'm going home after this joint. If I take a chance and go for it on 4th and whatever, just because we want to make a splashy joint or whatever, and I get picked or fumbled or now I lose because of this dumbass, like niggas gonna be like, you should have played it conservative. Why didn't you do this? Analytics were on your side to do this.
Bum game. If you're still gonna lose, if you're gonna be losing because you can't score a touchdown,
bro. If I'm the coach, I'm coming to your door and I'm kicking you square in the nuts on TV as a symbol for everybody else that feels like you do. Like, oh, you should go for it. Be exciting. Wait, you want to see something exciting? Watch a grown man cry. Wow.
Yeah, bring that shit. Bring it.
Steel toes.
You're gonna get shot right at the door, Fred.
Nuts.
I'm gonna open the door and blast your brains out because you didn't go for it on 4th and 2. You pussy. But speaking of other football, have you been seeing just been seeing Deion Sanders out here coaching Colorado?
Yeah, and I was telling my coworker today, I can't wait for tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. I never thought that a Colorado football game is a game that I can't wait to watch. But
that's what I'm saying, bro. This dude's he's the hero out here. Deion Sanders is fucking the hero.
It's not even honestly Deion. It's the team. Like I'm interested in watching the team. Like so far in the past 2 weeks, like his son is balled out. This kid Travis Hunter is as advertised. Like I'm down. Let me see you motherfuckers. You're like y'all essentially are all kids from an HBCU now playing in a big conference and holding your own. Down. Let me see it. I'll 100%. 100%.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this fucking game.
Like I've been watching USC games because I've been hearing so much about this Caleb Williams kid being the next Patrick Mahomes and all this other shit. And yeah, but
just looking promising.
He fucking might, bro. He made this one fucking play, this one throw where literally I was like, oh, that's Mahomes-esque. Like that's some Pat Mahomes type of shit. Like he rolled out of the pocket, like got down the like I was like, oh, he's about to throw this ball out of bounds. And it was just like a fucking perfect arching throw, like 40 yards right in front of the guy. Let him touch. I was like, oh my God, this guy.
Was it a touchdown?
Yeah.
Hold on. Was it this?
I'm pretty sure it's a touchdown.
He's not been targeted yet. And looking for just about anybody. This is where he really is devastating when he starts becoming a maestro. Look out. There it is. Touchdown.
No.
Arian Singer.
That's not the one.
No. Was that from this year? It was whoever was playing
September 10th that was posted up. That might not have been the one.
I don't know. Might be. I don't know. I don't. I thought the bull had to run for it, but maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. But
I mean, events can change in your head too
mhm.
as you watch. But I've just been watching Deion Sanders clips like on over on fucking Twitter of him fucking pepping up the boys, and I'm so fucking hyped to watch this Colorado team. Just to
Yeah, I
see
don't
fucking
know.
young bull to fucking throw for 500 yards, and just fucking just shitting on teams.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. I just want to see. I want to see his son. I'm down because I definitely didn't get to see any of these kids when they were at the HBCU. So they say this kid
It's
Travis Hunter.
good to see that he can put them in the spotlight and shit like that.
Yeah,
They can get these guys out here, maybe get them on fucking teams and shit like that.
yeah, sure. They definitely
So,
deserve it. Like hell, especially this kid Travis Hunter is like a fucking all pro tight end and an all pro cornerback safety. Like what?
mm-hmm.
Bro, you might be number one pick.
That'd be good to see. So, watch. So, I have a movie review.
Yeah,
For,
I see this in the title.
yeah, I wanted to bring this up last week because I don't know
Watch
why I
it,
forgot about it, but because I watched it last week. So, I watched Bert's movie, The Machine, right?
right?
And gotta be completely honest, kind of sucks. Kind of sucks.
I mean, what did you think? Like, what did you like? You thought it was going to be good?
Well, I had a hoping that it was going to be like maybe the telling of the story of the machine, which is what I would have kind of assumed when the movie is being called The Machine. So it's this weird thing where they're doing like him now. And like, I mean, if you don't know Bert's family dynamic, like if you know nothing of Bert more than just pretty much watching that story, then you might find it somewhat enjoyable, possibly. Because like it's a mashup of like him having to go back to Russia after he had already gone through through Russia as the machine. So this is a story of him going back through Russia
So they
on
already
this
know him as
quest.
the machine.
Yeah, Russia knows him as the machine.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
So this is
I'm with you. I thought it was
yeah.
the first telling of the machine.
That's what I was
What are we
hoping for.
doing
I
here,
was like
Bert?
this. But like it's weird because the way that they do tell it is like it's both time because they do a bunch of flashbacks to this guy. I have no idea who he is, and he doesn't even really look like Bert. They have this guy like living through the flashbacks of like doing parts of the story. And then just a lot of the family dynamics that are in it are just so played up, like played crazy up. So you know how like Mark Hamill is his dad?
Yeah.
So this is probably I don't know if it's not spoilers actually, but
I'm
like
not watching
the fucking the fucking level of trauma that's between him and his dad, and like the problem of like his dad just talking shit down to him is like at a fucking 1,000, bro. Like anytime that Mark Hamill opens his mouth, he's just like, "You're not shit." I knew you were a failure. I always knew you were a failure, and you'll never amount to anything.
That's fucking hilarious.
Bro, it's so crazy.
But
and then it gets like, and then like it, like I get it because that's like how you then like at the end of the story you'll have that fucking heartwarming like fucking father son moment, but like it's so fucking it's in such a bad spot, and like the story is just like. And like there's a bunch of facts that they don't have about the dad. Like they now have his dad being an owner of a fucking carpet store in Florida when his dad's really a lawyer. I'm like, why would you change that? Like his mom is not in it at all. So I mean, then there's the family choices of like of his daughters and then wife, which his wife chose the actress. But then Leanne is also in the movie as some other chick's mom, like one of the daughter's friends, and like Bert hates her, or like that lady hates Bert.
I love it.
Like they kind of talk shit. They have like a pass by talk shit moment.
I love it.
Just that part's kind of cool, I guess. But like I was just like why didn't you just have like? And it's, I don't know. It's just a little wild. And they picture of like he totally hates his dad, like, and it causes him crazy anxiety anytime his dad's around. Which like I get the anxiety part about your pops being around, but like don't just play up Mark Hamill as being like, oh, you really fucked up again, huh, bud? Like you're just
like
all the way around.
That is what I hear a lot from Bert though about his childhood is just his, and like from Bert's perspective, and hell, just from most people like that you hear that had a traumatized childhood, like they
That's
only
possibly
think
how he sees it.
think right. That's
Yeah.
all they think about is the bad. They don't remember the time that they went to get ice cream and they just remember always being talked to like a piece of shit. So like, yeah, that makes sense for Bert's like, yeah, he never praised me. Like he says it all the time on Two Bears. Yeah, my dad's fucking. He doesn't approve anything. Like that's how he feels
I hear
about
you,
it.
but like for like movie purposes, it just makes the movie just seem like wildly cheesy because it's like for the storyline of what's happening in the movie, it's just like we're really just going to continue this fucking dad talking shit on the son part. Like he's not going to show any emotion towards any of the other more pressing matters that's going on in the movie, and we're just going to keep talking shit to Bert. Like I'm like, okay. And then it's just so many like wild things that are in the movie that I'm like the actor choices for fucking the Russians, like the Igors. Like I kind of had a mental picture of like who I'd think would be a Russian mobster,
right?
Like back in the day. And no, these guys look like they probably like are just normal, like behind the desk guys. Like, and then you have like these other the modern Russians that they go mobsters that they like that Bert's hanging out with now.
Right.
Like these people are completely all jacked, looking like jokers almost, like fucking crazy tattoos.
Okay.
Which Bert never brings up. I feel like that would have been a great joke during the show, being like, oh, look at your tattoos. That's sick. Oh, I wanted to be tattooed up. Like I feel like that was kind of missed. And then there's like this.
Yeah.
It's
it would be nice to have those little gems in there.
Just like the little Two Bears kind of like nightmare fucking tattoos.
Yeah.
Like the little fucking Easter egg jokes. Like he said there's a bunch of Easter egg jokes in this show. I have not seen I haven't seen anyone. I didn't see except there's a bird about Tom, which he shits on Tom by telling him he's a fat monster or some shit. He's like my really fat friend Tom. And it's just it's so the ending is shit. The storytelling is weird. It ends up being like it becomes a complete like family movie between two families.
I just saw a video about Bert maybe like a week ago, and that ended up being a video of like them just shitting on Bert, which I didn't get from the title, and I wouldn't have necessarily clicked on it for the shitting on Bert thing. But it brought up a lot of like good points, and like apparently like Bert's like not necessarily doing as well like as he portrays, and like a lot of his like materials like stolen or shitty, and like he lies a lot on like his podcast when he's telling stories and stuff. And,
well, he's one of those people that fucking tries to make stories more exciting. Like he says that a couple times on other podcasts and stuff. That like,
but like apparently like this guy was like he was putting like compilations like together of like with like Bert like and I mean like it wouldn't be like a complete embellish of like, oh, you know, and I did it, like complete lie, like you tell this story about this thing this one way, and then you could tell the same story with completely different events to somebody else, or like you say you did this or this person says they did this, and then you're like, oh yeah, I also did this, and you tell a wild fucking story about how you went skydiving before, but then in another interview later on, you'll be like, with another people, like, yeah, I've never done this before in my life. You know, that type of shit scares me. But it's like, wait, but you just said to somebody else that you all. So it's like the things like that. And I was like, damn, I never really like paid attention to that type of shit. But like, apparently, like his fans are like noticing that type of shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you stay in the game long enough, I feel like, because like I feel like his real rise to fame was probably in the last 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, 100%.
So like I'm feeling like some of the stories are definitely gonna get crossed up, and now like someone's gonna catch you fucking slacking. So, but shout outs to Bert, man. I would love to fucking hang out with him. I feel like it would be like a fuck ton of fun. Maybe I would hope so, but like I feel like at the end of the day, he'd be like, it's all. I don't know. I feel like he'd be a fun time to hang out with. So
I would
still like to go to like
party with Bert. I would let her just sit down with Bert. Like, bro, I'd be like, bro, I don't need the shirt off. I don't need the fucking like just fucking talk.
Pick his brain.
Yeah, like.
See, I feel like he can't do that though.
I know, and that would be the hard thing. He'd be like, wait, what do you mean you just want to talk like humans? Like, yeah, I don't need any of this shit. Like.
Yeah, no, I think that he wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, I don't think he would either.
So that's why I'd be like, yo, let's go get some fucking beers. Let's go fucking party, Buck.
Yeah,
so I feel like that would be a fun fun night out, and it would probably end in like 4 a.m. fucking playing disc golf while barbecue's getting made in a parking lot or some shit.
Bro, how old is Bert?
So,
I got Bert living maybe
50. Or no, he's like 40. He's in his mid 40s.
Yeah, I don't live in much longer.
I mean, that's at the rate he's going, probably not. So, but I mean, that's the plan for us too, right? You know,
what?
I feel like I'm actually I think I'm having a heart attack almost right now. I'm drinking energy drink this whole time.
Jesus Christ! Ooh, I got one downstairs, but it's too late. I got work in the morning.
Getting some of that OT, huh? But yeah, man. If you're a fan of Bert, rent it, I guess. Support the film. But I can't say in good faith that it's fucking good. I was very disheartened by it. I was just like, this sucked. This sucked. Like, it had some laughs in it, but like, like if it's a good shut your brain off, if you were like looking for a shut your brain off and you don't really know Bert's like whole, like if you don't listen to Bert a lot on podcasts and shit, then yeah, you could probably watch it. But then like the fucking the action scenes in it are also definitely unneeded. Comedy action parts of this movie are just so wild to me.
Well, it's a cheap movie.
I mean, not really when you look at what it cost them $20 million to make it. So, because they went over to Serbia, and I'm sure Mark Hamill wasn't cheap.
That's not a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, when you come into movies, like Marvel movies are like $1 billion, or like that the Last Ring fucking Amazon show, that was $1 billion. But I mean, it looks good. The movie looks good. It's just shitty story, I guess. It's just a weird story. It's just a weird fucking way of making a story based off of the story that he tells as a joke.
I was listening to Joe Budden podcast, and they had Vince Staples on there. He's a rapper, actor, whatever. And he started shitting on Joe because Joe Budden did a review on the movie, something about Clone Tyrone, or whatever that shit's called. And,
yeah, I got told to watch that movie.
Yeah, he was saying like it looked great, like visually and whatever, but like, and like Joe was like shitting on like different parts of the movie. So like Vince was like, well, look, boom, like how much you think this movie like cost to make? So then Joe threw out a number, and he's like, well, actually, look, it costs this much. You know, average movies, most movies cost X amount of Z. He's like, so look, when you're a little company like this, you only have X amount of money, and you want to bring in like a Jamie Foxx, or in Bert's case, a Mark Hamill, like most of your budget going to that nigga. So then you just trying to allocate where can we go. So now it's like, boom, we got the one guy. Now, do we want it to look good? Do we want it to sound good? Okay, boom, we want it to look good. So now the rest of the money is going to go to visuals, and then you're going to lose out on some other things. So like for Bert, 20 million, most of that shit probably went to Mark, and it looked and acted the way the rest of you probably could with $10 million.
Also, I would love to
not a
know
lot of money.
why Mark Hamill?
Why
Why
said
Luke
it?
Skywalker?
He said it in the podcast. Two Bears.
I can't remember.
He's like a big fan of Mark Hamill. And
Who's
all
not
this
a
stuff.
big fan of Mark Hamill? Mark Hamill's Mark Hamill. That's
Like,
Luke fucking Skywalker.
that was just his dream. Like he always wanted to be in a movie with Mark Hamill, and boom, this was the opportunity. Mark said he would do it. Obviously, Mark said he'd do it because it was probably fucking a crazy bag for nothing. Oh, you just want me to shit on you and you're going to give me all this money? Great.
Yeah.
Great.
100%. Then we just gonna have this wildly touching moment at the end of the movie. We can do that. I can help you. I mean, I guess it's also like technically a free acting class for Bert for fucking however long it took him to make the movie. So, in totally unrelated news at all, have you seen this fucking wild shit that's going on out in the middle of the country?
Whose
This
country?
UAW shit. Whose country? This country.
No, okay. No, what's happening?
I don't know if you know. This is like it's kind of like an economical kind of thing that's going on.
Oh,
So there's this. Have you seen the strike that's going on?
nope.
So the only reason I know about it is because like I work in the automotive field, right?
Okay.
So the United States Auto Workers Union for Ford, Chevy, and Chrysler, pretty much,
Uh-huh.
they're all putting out. They're all on strike right now. So no
Okay.
American cars are being made right now, as of right now. So like, I mean, there's still some factories that are still
Sucks for
doing because
you. You picked the
they're
wrong
doing.
fucking company to work for.
That's one of the things that I've been saying. Like I've been looking at this, and I started seeing TikToks about this shit last night, and I was immediately like, I was like, does this involve me? Am I
No.
not supposed to go to work tomorrow? Nobody told me I wasn't supposed to go to work tomorrow. So
No,
I
'cause
immediately got super hype, and then I realized that this is the UAW, and I'm like,
Yeah,
Am
you
I
don't
union?
support America.
apparently not.
No, you
Apparently I'm just a fucking straight up Nazi over here.
You chose to work for a German foreign company.
I figured
chose
since
to
we're
not
all in
support
America that we would be all under the umbrella of American
You're
Union
crazy.
stuff. Apparently I am, or I'm just that dumb. So, because
Sun
I
Valley.
immediately went onto my app thing, my union app, and I was like, wait a minute, is this the same people? Is this the same people? Which they were not, and I was salty. But I was trying to tell my fucking our shop steward bull today. I was like, yo, we need to stand in solidarity with our brothers.
Yeah, that's how you
We
get
need to
it.
get out
Yeah.
there. We need to get what these people are getting.
Honestly,
some of these
that's how you do
40%
it.
raises. That's what we
Yeah.
need. Yo, solidarity, we stand with you, brothers. We
That's
stand
what
with you.
that's what the actors did. It started as the writers, and the actors like, "Hey, we with you, my nigga. We not acting either.
Yeah, we not acting.
We don't
ain't
got a
gonna be
script to
fixing
act,
these
so we don't have a
forms.
choice. But we gonna be out here with you because what the fuck else we gonna do? But yeah, we with you. Like that should be y'all. No
Yeah,
justice,
but
no peace.
That's what I'm saying. But
Do that shit
I think
quietly
Indians
though. 'Cause
still-
they fire your ass.
yeah, still I don't know how that's gonna work. So I still think we'll be I'll probably still be at work.
Yeah.
But they're also doing like this weird thing where they're like only taking like little people out of the factories at a time. So like they're taking the final assembly people out of the factories, and then like because they don't want to dry up their fucking fund to keep paying the union workers, because union workers only will get paid $500 a week while they're on strike.
You're right.
And they only have like $25 million in this fund that they can allocate. So if some people are still in the union working, they'll be still paying dues, which will still be paying towards the fund. So, and they're just probably just going to keep rotating people out, but they want to get fucking.
Wait, I'm not working, so these bitch niggas can stay home and stand outside.
No, you'll eventually have your time where you, unless they sign a deal. So I guess if you didn't sign up for the first week to be getting the $500 and the little fucking week vacation, and well, I guess
I'm
you're
not
standing out in
coming
the
to
cold.
work. No, I'm not coming to work until y'all sign a deal. Pay me the $500 until you niggas can't no more. I'll see you when you get in. You gonna send some other niggas inside that bitch. It ain't gonna be me. It ain't gonna be me.
That's what my thoughts was. I was like, this is crazy that someone's like, yo, I'll still go to work. But I mean, I guess people still got bills and they gotta pay the shit. So I mean, I get it. And apparently they don't make shit out there. So,
but
supposedly they make.
What's your price of living
out there in the middle of the country? I have
probably
no idea. I would
cheap.
assume you could probably make pretty do on like 30K maybe.
Yeah, they're living.
I would assume
fine. They're doing okay.
But I don't know. I also didn't know the average house of buying a house in Canada was like 850K.
Canada's expensive.
Canada is in some wild shit right now.
Yeah, I follow a Canadian lawyer, and he was posting videos about the housing crisis and Trudeau and how Trudeau's fucking up the country and everything. Yeah, it's wild out there going, yo. It makes you think, right? If you had a little bit of intelligence and hindsight and like future sight, when you graduate college, when you graduate high school, you go to Canada, try to be a Canadian citizen. So that way, come 2023, when property costs fucking crazy money. Oh, well, look, I bought a little John over in Canada. I was, fresh out of high school and I was in college. It's bullshit. Oh, that John now $2 million? Okay.
Yeah, but nobody teaches you any of that shit when you're growing up. And then also you got to think about you're talking to kids. So
I know, as I said, if you just had some future sight, like that would be wild.
If you just had a fucking old head homie that was like, yo, fuck all the dumb shit that you're doing. You need to save your mind. They don't even matter. You can still be out here doing fuck shit. Just make a little fun so that way you can afford a little bit of property.
Yep.
And like these are the things that you should look for when looking for a property. Look for location, like shit that might get gentrified later on.
Yep.
Look for something that's like going to be low maintenance and that you can afford. Don't go balling out on some fucking crazy fucking building if you can't afford it. And then like you're praying that the market goes well. I mean, granted, your market should, like, every year that should happen, you should be okay. You'll make a little bit as long as you can still continue to pay for it.
Right.
But like, you can't just take a whim and be like fucking 20 years old and ask for a loan for an $850,000 home and you make fucking $15 an hour.
No.
Like, you gotta be a little bit smart about it. Unless you got a fucking buyer. But then you can also like learn how to do the contract sales for wholesale shit. So if you can learn how to do wholesale and you don't have a problem out there talking to random people or calling up grandmas and shit and be like, hey, do you need you've been there for a long time. Would you like to sell your house as is? Because somebody if you call a million people, eventually you will find somebody to fucking do. Somebody will hit eventually, and you'll just all you gotta do is get them to say yes to they want to sell their house, and then boom.
See, problem is nowadays though, you got so many fucking scammers out here. So like, just to try to get.
Yeah, but you got people that are out here getting scammed.
I know, but
people be dumb, bro. Especially people like the older people who don't understand the internet, and like they think that everybody on the phone.
That's the problem.
It's trustworthy.
Like, that's what makes your job harder as being the freelance nigga just calling, is because you calling so many people, because at this point you got niggas calling doing the same thing but trying to scam this nigga out their crib on some bullshit. Meanwhile, you just on some up and up, really just trying to make a business and make a name for yourself. Like that's why you calling so many niggas, because niggas fucked up the game. It's bullshit. You better off just like going to a real estate company.
What, it's like a house owner?
No, as a nigga trying to sell houses or buy and sell houses. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but you need a license to do that. Like, if you do want to do wholesale, you don't need a real estate license for that.
Yeah, I understand that, but I feel like it'd probably be easier if you're through a company versus you just sitting home with a fucking Rolodex of just everybody named game A in the fucking tri-state. And you're like, well, We call all the Adams. Fucking just
Yeah, but you never know unless you try. So, I mean, if you call 1,000 people and you get one out of that 1,000, that one person is still a payday.
Potentially, you still got to go through with everything.
All you got to do is get them to sign. All you need to do is have them sign a contract agreement saying that they are willing to sell their house. That's all you need to do, and for this price.
Yeah, I was saying you need the price.
That's all you need. You can just throw them a number, and then you just need to go throw that listing out there and find somebody who's willing to take that contract, and you make the difference between what they pay and what they signed for. So it is a lucrative thing that, like, I had a guy fucking explain that shit to me, and it's definitely wild.
It is wild. I mean, hell, you only need to sell 2 houses and you're fucking golden for the year. But
well, as long as you make a pretty good commission on it, because the difference in what the house sells for and what you had on the piece of paper is what you make.
Yeah.
So, say you get someone to like sign a paper saying like, "Yo, we'll buy the house for like $70,000 cash, like as is." And then if someone comes in and they buy the contract off you for, say, well,
yeah, get like 68. Then I only get $2,000. But I'm not selling I'm not getting a crib for like what?
Well, it's not your crib. You're not paying for it. You don't need any money in it.
What I'm saying is I'm not going after a joint where they like, no, we're not talking that.
Well, you're not going to go knock up on some dude's fucking mansion. I mean, you
not
can.
Mansion, but
like,
you don't have to have a mansion to be at a $200,000 house. That's not a mansion. That's a fucking moderate joint somewhere.
Yeah, but the problem is you'll have people that like they know what they're trying to sell. I mean, you'll get somebody eventually, so but you can definitely make money doing that shit. So, shout out to the fucking wholesale people out here. So
yeah, they got a price and they got a joint where they're like, "Oh, I'm not going below this, huh?" What?
No, I'm just looking at this fucking little video. I don't know. Oh shit, it's backwards. Okay, it's a reverse video. Never mind. All right, well, that's been my review of the fucking
Bert Shitty movie.
Bert Shitty movie, and One Piece kind of sucks. And
it's
football's back, baby. Let's go. We'll be doing that all Sunday, and go Birds. And yeah, we'll be going over the page. Peachy. Peace.
Deuce.